day, everybody. Today I am coloring in Johanna's Christmas, Johanna Basford. And I'm inspired by a color cube card and also internet. So I went and Googled Violet Christmas and look at this beautiful picture. So I said, okay, there's enough violet. A lot of people decorate Christmas with violet, so I am going to do the same. So I'm using this beautiful Christmas mug to hold my first combination pencils from Prismacolor. Let's put this away from the color cube. Let's come over here for a second. These are some more cards that I'm inspired by from the color cube, Sarah Renae Clark. So I've really been inspired by to get this combo in. Let's remove these cards. Here is my color combo. Let's zoom in. How's that? Okay, so the colors that we'll be using today. Okay, this is better. I was wondering why that wasn't in focus. Okay. We're using, I have to put my glasses on to be able to read this. There. We're using Black Cherry 1078, Raspberry 1030, Pomegranate 195, Blush Pink 928. So I did the gradient here and I'm going to do it with you. So we're going to start with the darkest, which we'll be using for our shading. A picture always looks better if it has contrast. The dark sides, the light side. So I'm doing like a 3-4 coat here to get it nice and dark. And then I'm going to do another square with just one coat. One layer. It's not a coat, it's a layer, I guess. All right, so that's with our Black Cherry 1078 from Prismacolor. Now, the next winner is 1030 Raspberry. So we'll go over this square with Raspberry. That's one coat. I'll go for another coat to get some of that tooth out. Third coat. I'll go over my Black Cherry for a fourth coat. There we go. And I'm going to add a very light square. In circular motions like this, you'll be able to cover more tooth and leave enough tooth to add a color over it. Then the winner is 195 Pomegranate. So you can put 3-4 layers and then an extra square over here. And Raspberry 1030. I'm going to go over my other colors to get some of that tooth. Here we go. And a lighter one layer square over here with the Blush Pink 928. I will come and lighten this one up. Go over to the next color. There we go. And instead of using the white to burnish, I can go over with my Blush Pink 928. So that's the first color blend. So now you have a combo, another combo, right? So from the first project we did, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 combos that I have to add the last combo. And let's get started on our page. I will sharpen my pencil because when you have a nice point, it fills the paper up a lot better than if your pencil is dull. Let me check the camera view here. Isn't this a cute reindeer? I'm gonna add a couple of sheets underneath just to get that little soft cushion. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna start out with a whole layer of Blush Pink 928. Like that. I'm also going to be doing the bouquet effect. So I'm going to be, let's say, a circle here, a smaller circle, bigger, sometimes you can have a circle that touches another circle, like that. So we're going to do that on the whole background, everywhere. Sometimes we'll be filling them up, and sometimes we won't. So that way we get different circles with different shades. I find it pretty that way. All right, I'll continue the rest on my own. So with the very, very light coat, I'm going to put a sheet of paper to let my oils from my hand to protect from the oil of my hands from the page. Light circular motion. Am I on camera? Let's just, yeah, okay, good. All right. So let me know if you have the color cubes. And do you use them often or no? Here, I'm going to put a circle over here. I watch tutorials so much that I didn't really need to always refer to my color cube. I would just follow the combos that the colorist was using. But now that I'm going to be doing some original work on this channel, I'll probably be using the color cube more often to help me choose my colors. So the reason why you don't want to press hard is because we have 3 other colors that we want to put on here, right? I want to keep in mind that I want some areas to be this color, some to be violet, pinkish, some darker, almost black. The black I'll be doing with the gray, 90% cool gray instead of black. But if you only have the black, then you can use the black. Black and violet go very well together. Very, very well together. So this is project number 2. I'll be doing a series. I'll prepare a playlist as well. Okay, let's do another color here. So once you've done the blush pink with all the background, right? So this is fun, like practicing backgrounds. It's not always easy for newcomers. So it's pretty neat that we can do this right off the bat from following this tutorial. So I'm using my dowel 133 to sharpen my Prismacolors. And with this dowel, I don't break the tips of my pencils. When I was using the handheld, I stopped using Prismacolors because the tips were always breaking. I really did not like them that way. So that's when I saw that polychromos were never breaking, because I had bought a few polychromos from open stock and a few Prismacolors from open stock. So I completely decided to give up on Prismacolor when I saw they were breaking so much. And then when I saw some beautiful tutorials with the Prismacolors, I said, maybe I should give them a try again. And I saw that the colorist was using a dowel 133. And I thought, okay, I'll get the dowel 133 and give the few Prismacolor pencils I have a try again. And yes, what a difference. So that's when I decided to continue coloring with Prismacolors, following the tutorials, and I learned how to use them. I learned what works for me is very light layers. And I fell in love with them. So now I love both Prisma and Polychromo. My first series is with Prismacolor, so that you can give them a try. I'll be using a lot of the same colors that you already have, if you followed the first project. That way they'll get more use. And if you don't like the Prismacolors, maybe you're not going to want to follow with Prismacolors. That's okay. So maybe you'll just look in your set that you have a color like this, raspberry. I've been rambling on. It's raining today. I don't know if you can hear the raindrops. It's fun to stay inside and color on those days. Halloween is coming. I hope the weather will be nice so that I get some kids at my door. So we're not going to be using this color everywhere. We're going to stop at about here and go in with our next color. So I checked this morning that these colors are available open stock. think I'll stop here, and I can always go further afterwards if I want. So your homework, if you're following this, and if you have Prisma, because if you don't have Prisma, you'll use your pencils. You'll match them like this, these colors. So all of this background will be a first layer of blush pink. $9.28 blush pink, and then you'll do a second coat with the raspberry 1030 just to about here. So all around, just like up to there. And now we'll go with the pomegranate 195. I'm going to need to sharpen this pencil. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go in with the pomegranate 195. Fuchsia, that's the color that they're naming. And then the purple, we have our violet for the purple. For the black, we have black grape, but if you don't want to buy that extra pencil, you can use black. Or dark gray sometimes can also be pretty. A cool gray. We'll go ahead and just do a very light layer in our circle here. It's going to give a tint that will be different from this bouquet effect. Let's try this one here. So 1, 2, 3 in this color for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we've left uncolored. There we go. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. And I'll be happy to answer to any of your questions. You can leave a comment. Okay, when we're finished with the pomegranate 195, we're going with black cherry. Also available, open stock. So that was part of my homework this morning, making sure that they are available, open stock. Because if you only want to buy these 4 pencils just to try them out from your local art store, you can. And then you'll be able to use them in any coloring that you do. It's going to be useful to have them. They're not going to be wasted. Of course, I have the 150 set because I color a lot. But when I started, I only bought a few. So what I really like about Johanna's Christmas book is that the pages are perforated, so I can take them out of the book. And then I can also offer them as a gift to someone. And sometimes I take out a sheet and test my different mediums. So whether it be ink tints, watercolor, they're all good in Johanna's books. They're a good quality paper. I'll finish off very, very lightly over here so that we have a nice gradient. So that's what I'm going to be doing on this page. So, a violet Christmas, yes. So I'll be seeing you tomorrow. You've got plenty of homework to do, and I'll do my homework as well. Have yourself a good day. Thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao. Au revoir.